It finally happened. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun are officially husband and wife, and their secret wedding at the iconic LOTTE Hotel has left fans in complete awe. Before we dive into this beautiful and emotional journey, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exclusive stories like this one. In a world where fame often overshadows true connection, this love story has quietly bloomed behind the scenes. For years, fans speculated about the real bond between the charismatic Lee Min-ho and the elegant Kim Go-eun. Their on-screen chemistry in The King, Eternal Monarch, ignited endless rumors, but both stars remained silent until now. And what a revelation it is. The secret was kept so well. Even the media had no clue about what was unfolding behind the luxurious walls of the LOTTE Hotel in Seoul. Nestled in the heart of the city, surrounded by the glittering skyline, the couple chose the perfect venue to declare their vows. Away from the flashing cameras, away from the noise, they embraced something that was theirs alone, a sacred moment shared with only their closest circle. The wedding took place in a private, heavily secured suite at the top floor of the LOTTE Hotel, a space known for its breathtaking views and unmatched luxury. White roses adorned every corner, cascading from golden vases, while soft candlelight flickered gently across the satin-lined walls. The air smelled of fresh jasmine and subtle vanilla, calming yet romantic, a setting worthy of fairy tale ending. The guest list was kept deliberately small. Only family members, a few longtime friends, and trusted colleagues were invited. Among the guests were some familiar faces from the entertainment industry, but all had been sworn to secrecy. No phones, no photos, just presence. Every single guest knew how important this moment was for Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun. This wasn't just a wedding. It was a culmination of a love long hidden, protected from the public eye, and finally ready to breathe in the open. Kim Go-eun was a vision in a custom-made ivory gown, designed by a renowned Korean designer known for delicate lace and timeless elegance. The gown flowed like water around her as she walked, each step quiet, graceful, and meaningful. Her makeup was soft, highlighting her natural beauty, and her hair was swept into an elegant updo, adorned with a single pearl pin, a nod to simplicity and purity. Lee Min-ho, dashing in a classic black tuxedo with a white rose boutonniere, stood at the altar waiting, eyes never leaving hers from the moment she entered the room. As she walked toward him, there was no music, no chatter, just the sound of her soft steps against the marble floor and the beating of their hearts. They didn't need a grand orchestra. Their emotions filled the space with more music than any strings ever could. Every glance, every breath was loaded with memories of secret meetings, quiet support, laughter shared when no one was watching. The officiant, a close family friend, kept the ceremony intimate and heartfelt. The words were gentle and genuine, just like their journey. Then came the vows, words that revealed just how deep this love really ran. Lee Min-ho began, voice slightly trembling yet firm. He spoke of the years they spent carefully navigating the blurred lines between fame and authenticity, how he knew from the first time he saw her smile that she was different. He recalled moments when her presence kept him grounded, when her laughter healed the parts of him he never showed the world. And finally, he promised that no matter what storms may come, he would be her anchor, unseen by the world if necessary, but always steady. Kim Go-eun's voice quivered as she replied. She shared how loving him meant learning to live in silence, not out of shame, but out of love strong enough to protect itself from the chaos. She spoke of nights when they would quietly dream of a life where they could be honest, where their love could breathe in the sunlight. And with tears shining in her eyes, she said, "That dream is now. I am yours completely." There wasn't a dry eye in the room. Even the most stoic of guests were seen wiping away tears. The moment their hands joined and the officiant declared them husband and wife, it felt like the world stood still. No applause followed, just a quiet sigh of relief, of fulfillment, of love that had finally found its voice. After the ceremony, a private dinner was held in a candlelit hall just a floor below. The chefs had prepared an exquisite fusion menu blending traditional Korean flavors with elegant French inspirations. Wine flowed freely, but there was no rowdy celebration. The tone of the evening remained tender and respectful, with soft piano music playing in the background and heartfelt toasts shared by their closest companions. One friend spoke of how they had watched the two grow closer over the years, through projects, quiet dinners, and whispered phone calls during late-night schedules. Another described them as two old souls finally finding their way home. The warmth in the room was undeniable. Everyone could feel it. This was not just a celebrity wedding. This was a union of two hearts who had waited long enough. Outside, the city lights blinked unaware of the magic that had taken place above. And for a while, Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun remained in that perfect bubble of love and peace. No cameras, no scripts, just them. The news didn't break immediately. They had requested the guests to keep it private for a few more days. They wanted to savor their first moments as husband and wife without the world rushing in. And so they did. But love like this cannot be hidden forever. 3 days later, their respective agencies released a joint statement. Simple, elegant, and direct, it confirmed that Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun had indeed gotten married in a private ceremony at Lotte Hotel, attended only by family and close friends. No press conference, no fanfare, just a note that thanked the public for their ongoing support and asked for privacy during the special time. Social media exploded. Fans all over the world, who had shipped the couple for years, rejoiced. Hashtags flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Edits of their scenes together resurfaced, now bearing a deeper emotional weight. People didn't just celebrate their wedding, they celebrated their courage. In a world obsessed with exposure, they had chosen discretion. In a world full of noise, they had chosen quiet devotion. And that made their story even more beautiful. As the days went on, more details emerged from unnamed sources close to the couple. Little snippets that only deepened the love fans felt for their journey. A staff member at the hotel described how the bride and groom held hands tightly the entire time, whispering to each other even during the formalities. One of the florists revealed that Lee Min-ho personally requested white and pink roses because they reminded him of the first time he saw her wearing a flower crown during filming. People who had worked with him in the past began sharing heartwarming anecdotes, how they would quietly wait for each other after shoots, how Go-eun would bring snacks to the crew and leave an extra one just for him, how Lee Min-ho once delayed a schedule just to be by her side when she wasn't feeling well. All the pieces fell into place. The hints had been there all along, but they had chosen to protect their love rather than flaunt it. And now, finally, they could live it openly. Today, as husband and wife, Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun stand not just as stars on a screen, but as soulmates who found each other in the midst of chaos and chose to walk forward, hand in hand. Their wedding wasn't just a ceremony, it was a declaration that love, when true, doesn't need the approval of the world.